The other day I asked myself a question. Would it be possible to just have one sleeping system for all seasons, summer and winter? I live in Norway, and here we can have summer nights that sometimes exceeds 20 degrees. And in the winter we can have cold temperatures that drops below -30. And if you think about it, that's actually a range of 50 degrees Celsius from warm summer nights to ice cold winter nights. But before we get into the video, let me tell you some of the backstory. I own quite a few sleeping bags, and I have the luxury of choosing a bag suitable for the trip and the conditions I'm in. That being said, this might not be necessary or sustainable for many people. So I was a bit curious to find out if I could replace all of my sleeping bags with only this one sleeping system. Keep in mind that you can put together a similar system and it doesn't have to be the same products. Just follow the principles that I'm about to show you and you'll be covered. So without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to start with addressing what a sleeping system is. So your sleeping system will consist of a sleeping bag and the sleeping mattress that you have below your sleeping bag. And we're going to organize the video in a way that we're starting with the most extreme setup, and that is the setup that will keep you warm in temperatures below -30 degrees. And then we're going to strip it down layer by layer and then end up at a +20 degree setup. At first glance, this setup might look a bit standard, but we're going to break it down and I will tell you a bit about all of the different layers. On the top here, we have a breathable material. It is also waterproof, and this is a Bivy bag. So this will keep moisture away from my sleeping system and block everything out. It will also protect my sleeping bag against scratches and sharp edges. So this won't isolate that much, but it's more about keeping the moisture away. Because as we know, during winter camping, your biggest enemy is moisture. And you want to spend as much time and effort as possible to keep moisture away. Because if you get moisture in your system, the down will deflate and compress, and you will reduce the efficiency of the sleeping system quite a lot. Underneath the top layer, we have a synthetic layer. And this is a Overbag from Halite, and it's made out of Apex Climate Shield materials. And this bag is tailored in a way that it will fit over your down sleeping bag. So it's an oversized bag. It is not that thick, but it will create an extra layer to increase the temperature. And if you combine the down sleeping bag with this synthetic bag, you will be able to sleep in temperatures below -20 degrees. But as I mentioned earlier, your biggest problem and threat when it comes to winter camping and sleeping outdoors in cold weather, it is moisture. So inside the down sleeping bag, I also have a vapor barrier bag. And the purpose of this bag is to prevent moisture getting into your down bag. And if you have both the vapor barrier bag and you have the shell that you put outside of your bag, then you have a barrier on both sides. And that means that moisture cannot come into your sleeping system. And that is especially important if you're out camping for long periods of time. Let's say that you're 1 week in the mountain or more, then moisture actually can be a problem. And by adding the Bivy bag and the vapor barrier bag, you won't have a problem with that. As important as your sleeping bag is your sleeping mattress. And underneath the 4 layers, I have a Therm-a-Rest XTherm sleeping mat. And this one has a R value of 7.3, I guess. So this one's really warm, and it's perfect for all season because it's light and it's warm at the same time. For safety measures, you should also bring a foam pad. For summer camping, it's enough with 1 layer, and this will give a R value of 2. So if you combine these two together, you have a R value of 9. When it comes to winter camping, you should always bring 2 foam pads, because your sleeping mattress can deflate during the night, and if so, one of these won't be enough to keep you warm. If you add 2 of these, then you have an R value of 4, and that is good enough. It's not super warm, but it will definitely keep you warm enough throughout the night. So this will be the system that I use for extreme temperatures. And if I was concerned that this wouldn't be enough, I usually bring a Jerven insulated bag in my kit as well, so I can put this on top of everything. And this one has 200 grams of Primaloft per square meter. So this is quite big, and it's almost like a insulated Bivy bag. So this is what it looks like when you have all 5 layers combined. The benefit of this bag is that it's so big that you're actually able to fit your sleeping mattress inside the Jerven bag. The only thing, I wouldn't recommend using this bag if you don't have a vapor barrier bag, because this is a waterproof fabric and it will keep all of the moisture inside your system. So use it only if you have a vapor barrier bag. In most cases, this would be the setup that I would go for during winter camping. And it consists of the Halite Overbag and the Western Mountaineering Antelope down bag. And this would be a perfect setup in most cases for winter camping. And what I like to do is to also sleep with down socks. These are from Zpacks and they weigh about 30 grams, so I use this inside my sleeping bag. And to increase the comfort even more if it's cold, I usually sleep in my Western Mountaineering flight pant. And this will also add extra warmth, and I can also sleep in this insulation jacket. So the more layers you put on, the warmer it will be. But if you put on too many layers, it will compress the down and then it won't work. So you have to find a balance. And the reason why you want a synthetic bag on top of the down bag is that throughout your sleeping system, you have a temperature gradient. And when the temperature reaches 0 degrees, it will usually condensate. So the idea is to move the point where you have the condensation point further out in your sleeping system. So the condensation will happen inside the synthetic layer and not in the down layer, because it's much easier to dry out a synthetic bag than a down bag. So in most cases, this will be the perfect setup for winter camping. As I mentioned, this overbag is oversized, so it's not compressing the down underneath. It does also have 2 zippers, one on each side, so that I can flip down the top, and then it will give me directly access to the down sleeping bag. Next up is the system I would use if the temperature is between 0 degrees and -10 degrees. My Western Mountaineering bag will be more than enough. And if I'm a bit cold, I can, like the last time, add the down socks inside my bag, and I can also put on the down pants. That will also increase the temperature of the bag. Let's say that you're camping in temperatures between 5 degrees and 0 degrees. So then I would usually open the zipper and then just use the sleeping bag as a blanket, because it's much easier to regulate the temperature if you have it open and use it more like a quilt. And last, let's say if you're camping in warmer climates where it's warmer than 5 degrees or 10 degrees, using only the overbag would be enough. This bag has a temperature rating of 7 degrees, and if it's a bit cold in this one, then you add the down pant and you add the down booties. So that's it for this time. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, and as always guys, see you in the next one.